It was her first time going on a date without wearing any undergarments, but after drinking too much she went into the wrong room, which led to an unexpected night with the businessman. When she got home she realized her period hadn't come. She checked on her phone and it looked like she might be pregnant. Feeling uneasy she used a pregnancy test, and the result was instantly positive. Just a few days earlier, they had unexpectedly met again in Macau. She thought they would never cross paths again, but on her way to work one morning, she saw the businessman arriving in a luxury Maybach. He turned out to be one of her company's biggest clients. Just then her ex suddenly walked in to greet the client. When he saw the businessman he froze in shock. The businessman recognized him, and smiled before walking away. The ex, wanting to keep his position at work, threatened Hui Zhen. If she didn't speak well of him to the client, he would tell everyone in the office that she had gone to a hotel to seduce the businessman. Just when Hui Zhen was panicking, the businessman stepped in to defend her. He boldly declared that if they wanted to keep working with his company, that man must be fired immediately. To express her gratitude, Hui Zhen invited him to dinner. While eating she touched her belly subconsciously. He teased her saying she had gained some weight. Hui Zhen started to imagine things, dreaming that the businessman heard the baby calling him dad, and that he smiled happily asking her to keep the baby. But it was all just in her imagination. When she got home, she asked her sister how she knew when she was pregnant. Her sister said pregnancy tests weren't always accurate. It had to be done with the first urine in the morning. The next morning Hui Zhen tested again, and confirmed she was indeed pregnant. While she sat there terrified, her mother suddenly walked in. Seeing her nervous look, her mother realized what had happened. Furious, she grabbed her by the hair, and demanded to know who the man was. Hui Zhen admitted she was pregnant. Her mother couldn't understand how it happened. Her sister joked that turning off the lights for one night was enough to say goodbye to single life. Hui Zhen knelt on the ground, admitting she had gone into the wrong hotel room. Her brother-in-law reluctantly confirmed it. Her mother, furious, dragged Hui Zhen to confront the man. At that moment the businessman arrived with his team for dinner. Her mother stormed up angrily, and Hui Zhen hurriedly told him she was pregnant. The businessman was so shocked he almost fainted. Both families sat down to talk. Her mother warned him not to avoid responsibility, and demanded he call his family right away. Reluctantly he dialed his grandmother's number. Her mother explained everything to her, but the grandmother was overjoyed, saying she would take full responsibility, and told them to keep an eye on him. She would come the next day. That night, her mother locked the two of them inside a storage room. They quickly shut the door to block out the cobwebs. As a rich heir he couldn't believe he had to sleep in such a rough place, but her mother forced them to stay inside anyway. Looking at the seaweed hanging on the wall, he tried to climb up to escape, but slipped and landed on a board. Startled by seaweed falling all over his face he screamed. In the morning he was woken by mosquitoes, and suddenly saw a note from Hui Zhen saying she went to end the pregnancy. Panicking he told her mother and sister immediately. They rushed to the hospital by boat. The doctor said the baby was only 0.2 centimeters, but Hui Zhen didn't want to affect the man's life, so she went alone to the hospital for the procedure. The businessman sprinted through the hall like a 100-meter dash, even jumping over a wheelchair. During the operation, the anesthetist began the sedation. Just then the businessman burst into the room.